Attention passionate Philadelphia, EAGLES. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Philadelphia Eagles' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Philadelphia Eagles fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Philadelphia, EAGLES. Let's get to the news. The Eagles' last season was nothing short of spectacular. I mean, they put on a show that left the entire NFL talking, culminating in that incredible victory in Super Bowl LIX. It was a season filled with drama, resilience, and a level of dominance that many fans and analysts didn't see coming at the start of the year. Philadelphia proved that they're not just contenders, they are a legitimate powerhouse, ready to compete at the highest level for years to come. And when you look around that roster, it's almost impossible to pinpoint any real weaknesses. The team is deep, talented, and well-coached, with a roster built for sustained success. Let's start with the defensive front because, honestly, that's where a lot of the magic happened last year. Led by the monstrous defensive tackle Jalen Carter, who, despite being a rookie, played like a seasoned veteran, the Eagles' defensive line was a force to be reckoned with. Carter's ability to disrupt plays, collapse the pocket, and anchor the run defense was critical to their success. Watching him on the field, you could see in his eyes that he was destined for greatness, and he proved it week after week. His presence alone forced offenses to rethink their entire game plan, opening opportunities for other defenders to shine. And shine they did. Stephon, who's become one of the most compelling stories in the NFL, took a giant leap forward. Remember, Stephon was considered a bit of a project coming out of college, but he's transformed into a reliable, versatile linebacker who can rush the passer, drop into coverage, and set the edge against the run. His athleticism, combined with his relentless motor, made him a nightmare for opposing offenses. Stephon's emergence added another layer of depth to the Eagles' linebacker core, which was already solid, but now looks even more formidable heading into 2025. Interestingly, while the defensive line and linebackers got their fair share of the spotlight, the secondary quietly turned in a stellar performance last season, often taking a backseat to the front seven. But that doesn't mean the secondary wasn't critical. In fact, their success and development are just as vital to the team's overall dominance. Young players like Quinion Mitchell and Cooper DeJean stepped up in their rookie seasons, showing maturity beyond their years. Mitchell's ball-hawking instincts and DeJean's versatile skill set gave the Eagles a lot to be excited about moving forward. And it's not just these two. Eli Ricks and Kelly Ringo represent a new wave of talent ready to take the secondary to another level. Ricks, with his impressive ball skills and size, has the potential to be a shutdown corner, while Ringo's speed and physicality make him a perfect fit for Philadelphia's aggressive defensive style. Both players have shown flashes of brilliance and consistency in their first seasons, and the coaching staff is clearly excited about their future. But here's where things get interesting. The Eagles, as aggressive as they are in building their roster, still have some questions about veteran leadership and experience in that secondary. And that's where the name Stephon Gilmore comes into play. Yes, the Super Bowl champion and NFL Defensive Player of the Year is still a free agent, and many believe he could be a perfect fit for Philadelphia if the price is right. Gilmore is a veteran who's seen it all: championship runs, high-pressure moments, and he could bring a wealth of knowledge and stability to a secondary full of young, talented players. Now, Patrick McAvey, a respected NFL analyst, has been vocal about the potential fit here. He argues that Gilmore is one of the top cornerbacks of recent memory, even if he's not the DPOY anymore. His experience, leadership, and ability to make game-changing plays could be exactly what the Eagles need to push their secondary over the top. Plus, with the Eagles already signing Adoree Jackson in free agency, there's a clear intent to add veteran flavor to that room, guys who can guide the younger players and help them develop into shutdown defenders. But let's be real here. Gilmore has been somewhat of a mercenary in the later stages of his career, moving from team to team in pursuit of that elusive championship. Joining the Eagles, a team that's on the cusp of greatness, could be a tempting proposition for him. And for Philadelphia, this move wouldn't be a huge financial commitment, especially considering how they've managed their cap and roster flexibility. Howie Roseman, as always, is one of the most aggressive GMs in the league when it comes to making bold moves to keep his team competitive. So don't count him out just yet. However, it's worth mentioning that the Eagles have intentionally let go of some veteran players like Darius Slay to focus on younger talent and to build a more sustainable long-term core. That's part of Roseman's philosophy, building through the draft, developing talent, and making strategic additions when necessary. But with how aggressive Philadelphia is in roster construction, never underestimate their willingness to make a surprise move. If Gilmore becomes available and fits into their plans, don't be surprised if the Eagles pull the trigger. Looking ahead to this season, expectations are sky high. The team has maintained its core of stars, Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, who are proven weapons on offense, combined with a defense that's both young and experienced. The offensive line remains one of the best in the league, providing Hurts with the protection and running lanes he needs to thrive. On defense, the front seven is arguably the best in the league, capable of dominating games, while the secondary is poised to take another step forward, especially with the addition of a veteran like Gilmore, if that move materializes. Philadelphia's coaching staff, led by head coach Nick Sirianni, has shown remarkable ability to adapt and evolve. Last season, they demonstrated that they could make mid-game adjustments, and their culture of resilience and accountability has been a key ingredient to their success. The team's philosophy revolves around playing smart, aggressive football, whether it's dialing up pressure on the quarterback or deploying creative offensive schemes to keep defenses guessing. The Eagles' game plan is built around versatility and speed, and that's why they're so dangerous. Statistically speaking, the Eagles' offense last year was one of the most explosive in the league, ranking in the top tiers in points scored, yards gained, and red zone efficiency. Jalen Hurts emerged as one of the top quarterbacks, showing incredible growth as both a passer and a runner. His dual-threat ability keeps defenses honest, and with the weapons he has, there's no reason to believe he can't replicate or even surpass those numbers in 2025. A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith continue to be one of the most dynamic duos in the NFL, capable of stretching the field and making clutch plays when it matters most. Defensively, Philadelphia's unit was tough against both the run and pass. Their pass rush, led by Hassan Reddick and Fletcher Cox, was relentless, creating pressure that often resulted in turnovers and game-changing plays. The secondary's young talent, combined with strategic veteran leadership, made life difficult for opposing quarterbacks. The Eagles were among the league's best teams in turnovers forced, and their ability to convert those into points was a significant factor in their success. Looking at the broader picture, the NFC East remains one of the most competitive divisions in football. The Dallas Cowboys, New York Giants, and Washington Commanders all have their strengths and are eager to challenge Philadelphia's dominance. But the Eagles have set a tone that's hard to ignore, one of relentless pursuit of excellence, a team that plays with confidence and swagger. They want to defend their title, and every move they make is geared towards that goal. Of course, the offseason is just getting started, and a lot can still happen before the season kicks off. Rumors swirl about potential roster upgrades, draft prospects, and strategic trades that could further bolster this already formidable team. The NFC East could see some surprises, but one thing is clear: the Philadelphia Eagles are not content to rest on their laurels. They're hungry, motivated, and armed with a roster that's built for both now and the future. So, Eagles fans, as we look ahead to another promising season, what's your take? Are you excited about the potential addition of a veteran like Gilmore? Do you believe this team can repeat last year's success and even go further? Or do you think the division and the conference will throw new challenges their way? Whatever your thoughts, I want to hear from you. Drop your comments below, share your predictions, and let's keep the conversation going. Remember, this is your channel, your community, and we're all here because of our love for this incredible team. And as always, I'll be back soon with more updates, analysis, and insights into everything Philadelphia Eagles. So stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's keep riding this wave of success together. The Eagles are on a mission, and the best is yet to come. Thanks for being part of this journey, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet, because the best is yet to come, and you don't want to miss any of it. Stay safe, Eagles fans, and let's fly high into another exciting season.